Hello, awakened being. Welcome to this channel. Here I do tarot and oracle readings to support you along your spiritual journey. If that interests you, feel free to check out any other content on this channel as well as interact with this video as you feel called to. Today's reading is August 2026 predictions for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's go. August 2026 for Aries. I feel like singing. So you could be, having fun, enjoying music, exploring music. You could be writing music, performing, sharing, or you could just be in a really good mood, or sharing your voice in some way, being creative, okay? We've got Seven of Cups at the back of the deck, so that automatically tells me that, honestly, I feel like you got a lot going on. So the Seven of Cups, whether it's in reverse or upright, I don't read reversals. I just feel the energy, and so if it's reversed or upright, on one hand, it could mean, multiple options, multiple things, or it could be a center of focus, right? The way that I'm picking up on it right now is that I feel like you've got a lot of things going on. You could have options as far as dating, or different hobbies that you're doing, things that you're exploring, opportunities that come up that might catch your interest. But at the end of the day, I feel like maybe by the end of August, or maybe a little bit after that, you're going to be narrowing down a few things. But I feel like starting out, you're going to have a lot of things going on, a lot of things getting your attention, or that you have the attention of multiple things. Okay, what else do we have? The Star card. Okay, again, I was tuning in to like creativity, and also the back of the deck energy is cups, and so this is coming with a lot of water to your reading right now. So I feel like most emotions are involved. You could be connecting with a person or connecting to a specific hobby or thing that you're doing, but it seems like there's something that you really care about or are passionate about, and you have your sights set on it. Okay, so I would say, with the Seven of Cups of having multiple things, you might kind of just be trying things out, seeing what fits and all that. But at the end of the day, you're going to start to narrow your focus down. Okay, let's see. There's a message of all that glitters is not gold. So I do feel like maybe you're going to be drawn to certain things because you think they're going to be fun or that they align. But then as you spend more time with it, you feel like it's not that thing that really is in your vision. Okay, so just making sure that you're refining or honing in on what you actually desire, and you're able to weed those things out. Okay, let's see. We got 5 of Pentacles. Okay, and again, leaving some things behind here. I feel like some relationships. So honestly, for a lot of this reading, I feel like it has to do with relationship or career, hobby, exposure type of thing. And so with this 5 of Pentacles, I just feel like, you're going to be weeding some people out of your life. So maybe you're dating perhaps, or building connections around opportunities that are going to get you farther, but you feel like that person is not necessarily going to be beneficial to your networking. So I feel you and see you leaving that behind. We also do have the Tower here underneath the Seven of Cups at the back of the deck. So the Tower here, some things are crumbling as you're moving along and exploring and kind of honing in on what you want to focus on. All right, so honestly, I feel like at the start of the month, it doesn't feel like a frenzy, but it kind of feels like you're having fun, you're exploring, that kind of thing, and then you're starting to weed things out. Okay, let's see. Yep. Then we've got Knight of Cups here, and then we've got Ace of Pentacles. So if we're talking about connection here and romance, I do see that, again, this person, they're leaving somebody or something behind. Look, they're looking behind them, but they're also moving forward. And then they're moving forward into the Ace of Pentacles. So there's some sort of situation, person, opportunity that is being left behind here, especially if this came right after the 5 of Pentacles, right? And I do also feel, hold on, with this Five of Pentacles, I just heard cut your losses. I just heard cut your losses. Okay, so, I don't know. Maybe somebody here will be newly single or giving up on some sort of project that they've been working on, and they feel like they put too much money into it, and it's not really profiting the way that they're going, that they want it to. So there's a pivot here into Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity, a new thing. And I feel like, look, there's a cricket right there. So I feel like this opportunity, or at least you feel like this opportunity is going to be more prosperous for you. You see it as lucky. You see it as like this golden egg. And so that's where you're going. Okay. All right. Well, I love that for you. Let's see what else. Yeah. Okay. Romance wise, I do kind of feel okay. They just said again, all that glitters is not gold. So, romance wise, really make sure that you're vetting a person if you actually want something long term or something like that. Because if you're just having fun, then, it doesn't really matter. But again, all that glitters is not gold. So, if you're being magnetized towards a person, make sure that they actually align with what you're wanting and what you're looking for. Okay, let's see, because yeah, it just kind of seems like somebody here is like picking up, starting over, picking up, starting over, especially with that Seven of Cups right there with the options. Okay, so just check in with yourself on what your goals are. If you want to play around, play around. But if you want something serious or whatever, even in terms of career or opportunity, make sure that you're taking it seriously. Okay. All right, anything else? Bittersweet, yep. And that came out right under the Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. I do feel like a little bit of love bombing, like somebody's wanting to kind of go all in on something, but it's bittersweet because, like, okay, yeah, it feels good to, this opportunity or this thing feels really good, feels very happy, get to date or get to explore, get to try this. It feels very good. But if there's too much, like too quick a movement, then I just feel like there's this burnout here and disinterest. Again, Five of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. And the thing about the Knight of Cups too, they're not really there for a long time. Okay. So, okay. Anything else? Oh, look. Snake. Competition, enemy, clever. Look over your shoulder, the other woman. Okay. So I think this is really just kind of about like making sure that your actions align with your intentions and what you're looking for. That way you're not surprised by stuff like this. You know what I mean? Yeah. With this Knight of Cups and the Seven of Cups, I just feel like I said, it's very playful. Even at the beginning, I felt like I wanted to sing. And I feel this energy of like, look, there's a cake being spoiled, getting this attention is nice, la 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 la. But then we have the snake here. So, just be mindful of burnout or somebody else love bombing you. I don't know which way is coming. You doing it or they're doing it, but I just feel like some love bombing and just tiring it out. Same with like any kind of hobby or, thing that you're going towards. It just seems like pick it up for a little bit, put it down, pick it up, put it down. Yeah, very hot, cold. Hot, cold, yeah. All right, let's give you one of these cards and then we'll wrap it up. I mean, at least there's some fun in there. Okay. Money. All right. All my finances are now in divine order. Love itself knows my needs and is the source for all. I needn't cling to gain or fear loss. Every need will be met through offering all to the divine. Okay. But I did say that in a way. So right here, the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles came out together. And this person, look, they're leaving a situation and going towards one that they feel will be more prosperous and lucky. All right. So, at the end of the day, one of the things standing out is, having to leave something behind. But there's also the star energy here, which is Pisces energy of, being the dreamer, being like in this fantasy of like, honestly, like this fantasy. Like, so I don't know, you feel like there's this, it's almost like one thing is your dream, or the person is your dream, a relationship is your dream, the career thing. It just feels like something is your dream. But you end up having to walk away or shift that Five of Pentacles, bittersweet, into something else and starting new elsewhere. Okay, so I just feel like be prepared for that. And honestly, I feel like you're going to be at a loss of income, especially with this Five of Pentacles. So I don't know if this is going to require you to move, or if it's going to require, like, maybe you invested more into somebody else than they did to you. And so when you walk away, you're at a loss because you gave up your finances or gave up some things for the relationship or for the connection, for the opportunity situation, and it didn't really prosper the way that you wanted. So I do sense that for you of, just kind of being mindful of your investments while you're out here exploring and stuff, because you could end up at a deficit. But by the end of the month, kind of honing in on something specific here. All right, so I'll leave you with that, Aries. Thank you for watching. Good luck.